Some mysteries are so bizarre that even experts can't explain them. From unexplained disappearances to eerie messages from the past, these unsolved mysteries will send chills down your spine. Welcome to the Top 10 Vault. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a vault opening. Now, let's open up the vault and see what we have in store. Today, we're counting down the top 10 strangest unsolved mysteries that will keep you up at night. Stick around until the end. Number 1 is beyond terrifying. The Voynich Manuscript, the book no one can read. Imagine finding a book written in a language no one can understand. That's the Voynich Manuscript, a 600-year-old book filled with mysterious illustrations, unknown symbols, and bizarre plant drawings that don't seem to exist in real life. Despite years of study, no one knows who wrote it, what it means, or why it was created. Some believe it's a secret code, while others think it may have extraterrestrial origins. Fun fact, even the FBI and top cryptographers have tried and failed to decode it. 9. The Sodder Children Disappearance, vanished without a trace. On Christmas Eve in 1945, a fire destroyed the Sodder family home in West Virginia. 5 children were trapped inside. But here's where things get eerie. No bodies were ever found. Despite the intense fire, no bones, no remains, nothing was recovered. Mysterious sightings of the children were reported years later, leading to a chilling question. Did someone kidnap them before the fire? Fun fact, the Sodder family received anonymous letters and photographs of children resembling their missing kids decades later. Spooky. 8. The wow signal, a message from aliens.
Wow!
In 1977, a scientist working at a radio telescope in Ohio detected a strange 72-second radio signal from deep space. The signal was so unusual that he wrote "wow" next to the data printout. The problem? The signal never repeated and has never been explained. Was it a message from extraterrestrials or just a cosmic coincidence? Fun fact, some experts believe it came from the constellation Sagittarius. 7. The Green Children of Woolpit, kids from another world. In 12th century England, villagers in the town of Woolpit discovered 2 children with green skin speaking a language no one had ever heard before. They refused to eat normal food and only wanted raw beans. Over time, their skin color faded and they learned English, claiming they came from a mysterious underground world where the sun never shined. Was this just medieval folklore or something much stranger? Fun fact, some historians believe the children may have suffered from a rare medical condition, but the mystery remains unsolved. 6. The Dyatlov Pass Incident, what killed 9 hikers? In 1959, 9 experienced hikers set off into the snowy Ural Mountains of Russia, but they never returned. Days later, rescuers found their bodies scattered across the mountainside, some with crushed skulls and missing tongues. Theories ranged from secret military experiments to a Yeti attack, but the truth? Still unknown. Fun fact, the case was so bizarre that even Russian officials labeled it an unknown compelling force. 5. The Pollock Twins, proof of reincarnation? In the 1950s, 2 young sisters, Joanna and Jacqueline Pollock, tragically died in a car accident. A year later, their mother gave birth to twin girls, and that's when things got strange. The twins began recalling memories of their deceased sisters, new places they had never visited, and even had the same birthmarks in the exact spots as their late siblings. Was this proof of reincarnation? Fun fact, even psychologists were baffled by their past life memories. 4. The Taos hum, a sound no one can explain. In Taos, New Mexico, thousands of residents report hearing a low-frequency humming noise that never stops. The strange part? Scientists have been unable to detect the source of the sound, and not everyone can hear it. Is it a government experiment, an underground machine, or something paranormal? No one knows. Fun fact, the hum has also been reported in Canada, the UK, and even Australia. 3. The Man from Taured, a visitor from a parallel universe. In 1954, a businessman arrived at a Tokyo airport with a passport from a country that doesn't exist, Torrid. He was confused when officials told him there was no such place. His passport had real stamps from various countries, proving he had traveled before. He was taken to a hotel for investigation, but by morning, he had vanished without a trace. Was he a time traveler, a visitor from a parallel universe, or just a clever hoax? Fun fact, no records of the man exist, and the mystery remains unsolved. 2 D.B. Cooper, hijacking, November 24, 1971. It was the day before Thanksgiving. A man using the name Dan Cooper, later misreported in the media as D.B. Cooper, boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305, a Boeing 727 flying from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. He was described as a calm, well-dressed man in his mid-40s wearing a suit, black tie, and sunglasses. Shortly after takeoff, he handed a note to a flight attendant. Thinking it was just another businessman hitting on her, she tucked it away. Cooper leaned in and said, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." The note demanded $200,000 in cash, worth over $1.3 million today, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck ready in Seattle for refueling. When the plane landed in Seattle, he let all 36 passengers go in exchange for the money and parachutes. Somewhere over the dense forests of southwestern Washington, near the Mount St. Helens area, Cooper opened the rear stairway of the Boeing 727 and jumped into the night during a rainstorm. The FBI launched NORJAC, Northwest Hijacking, one of the most exhaustive manhunts in history. In 1980, a boy found $5,800 in decomposing $20 bills on the Columbia River, matched to Cooper's ransom money. But that was the only confirmed piece of evidence ever found. No body was found. No parachute, no clear trace of Cooper. In 2016, the FBI officially closed the case, leaving it unsolved. Fun fact, D.B. Cooper has become a pop culture icon, showing up in everything from movies and books to TV shows like Loki and Prison Break. Fact number 1, the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines. Flight 370, where did it go? One of the greatest aviation mysteries in history, Malaysia Airlines. Flight MH370 vanished in 2014 with 239 people on board. Despite years of searching, only a few pieces of debris have ever been found. The plane's disappearance defies logic. No distress calls, no radar tracking, no clear explanation. Was it a mechanical failure, a hijacking, or something even stranger? Fun fact, even multi-million-dollar investigations have failed to solve the case. And that's our list. Which of these mysteries fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love strange and unsolved mysteries, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing top 10 videos. See you next time.